G'day, everybody. I want to talk about what happens when you help people. When you help people, they like when you help them. They say it can create friendships, which it can. But in the most case, and what I've found and have found in my life, and this could be different for all people, so you'll have to let me know in comments. But this, to me and in my life, is a big factor about helping people. When you help people, you help them. You help them. They like it. You go, thanks. They get to a point where they go, oh, this guy will help you out. He always gives you tools. He always helps you when you ask. That's a good thing, I guess. But then you get to a point where you start not to get along with these people. That they don't do the same thing back. So you decide to say no for once. See what happens when you do that to these people. When you know you can lend it out, and it's your choice. See what happens when you finally say no to them. You know what happens? It doesn't matter how many times you lent them money, a tool, or did things for them. As soon as you say no and say it a few times, and it's your choice to do it, it's a choice to help people. And you've got a good excuse why you don't want to do a thing now. You don't want to help them. You don't want to lend something out because of previous things. They will blame you for that. They will say that you're an asshole now. Try it. They go, stop being an asshole to me. I'm not. And all it is that you finally had enough of something and you wanted to change your mind. And you can say to these people why you're doing what you're doing, not because of them. Might be because of others. It could be because of them. But there's no reason why anyone should hate you because you want to stop helping them. In fact, that's a test for these type of people, to find out if they'll do the same thing back. How would they feel if they said no for once and then people didn't like them, didn't want to visit them anymore and stuff like that? It's like me dog Stella, right? You don't do things unless you want to do it for the rest of your life and you're happy to do it. That's what I say now. Because when you do things like that, that's why you don't want to have too many friends, because you'll lose friends in that way because you can't help them all. And then the other ones will get upset that you're with another friend. It's why you don't stretch yourself too far either. But what I was about to say about Stella is that Stella, my dog, I give her belly rubs. I started giving her belly rubs every morning a lot. You want a belly rub or big stretchies? Right? Because she does a big stretch. And because I started that, and over a few years, if I don't do the belly rub, she expects it. She gets mopey. She'll be mopey all day and look at me like I'm a prick because I hadn't given her a belly rub yet, people. That's between me and me dog, and that's fine. But animals are just like humans. Humans are just like animals, right? We just live longer and can learn the trait longer as well because we learn it and we live longer, right? But animals learn the trait sooner or later too, and they do the same thing. They don't mean to because that's an animal trait. Maybe it's the same thing we've got in us that are barbaric that we don't mean to do it. We can't help it. It's something that we still need to educate in our minds over time that it's wrong to do that. But at the moment, our education, the way we live things, we don't show people enough and tell people enough that that's wrong. In the end, people talk behind people's backs and say, yeah, don't go to him, he's being a prick. You know what I mean? That's why things keep going the way they do, because the society doesn't help the problems that we have, because we're not all connecting to the same problem. A lot of them will say, that's not a problem. He is a prick. He should have lent you the tool. Blah, blah, blah. You can go on forever, can't you? But the real problem is what I just said. So try it out, people. Try out what happens, and you'll know who your real friends are when you do things like this. And you can have 100 friends, and if you try this new routine, if you're a helper and you do a lot, See what happens when you don't. See what comes back. If you're a helper a lot and your life's still sweet and you're still helping, see what happens when you decide not to help, just for a while. You don't even have to tell them that. It could be your own decision. I'm not going to help for a while. I'm not going to tell them that because otherwise they would know, right? And if people know, they play tricks. But you do your own test. You do a video saying this. And then you say, see what happens. And I will do things again. But these people won't know. But I'll just tell them I want a break. I'll see what happens. You know what I mean, people? Anyway, if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can keep living the life you want to live and do no such tests. Sometimes that test doesn't come until it naturally happens where shit hits the fan in your life. Because no one wants to try out such a test. No one believes that it's real. Because it takes a little while, it might be a couple of years to figure out exactly who's your real friend and who left and all that kind of stuff, right? So it's a big test. But you'll get your answer. Anyway, people, bye-bye and have a good one. See yous.